Hello and welcome back. My name is Monica Esgueva, and today we will explore two of the most intense emotions we can encounter: anger and hatred. I would like to delve deep into the origins of these emotions and discover some strategies that will allow us to transform them into vehicles for personal growth. First, we need to understand anger and hatred. Everyone experiences these powerful feelings at some point. But why do they arise? Understanding the source of these feelings is the first step in effectively managing them. In my experience, hatred often develops from anger that has not been adequately processed and allowed to ferment and intensify. When these feelings are left unchecked, they can initiate a destructive cycle that detrimentally affects our mental and physical health. I think anger and hatred are some of the most destructive emotions that cloud the mind and lead to suffering. Buddhism suggests that the root of these emotions lies in attachment, ignorance, and a fundamental misunderstanding of the nature of things as impermanent and interdependent. That is why, by recognizing the triggers and underlying causes of these feelings, we can begin to address them constructively before they become deeper emotions. We must realize that hatred does more than just hurt feelings. It erodes our overall well-being and destroys personal relationships. It ties us to a painful past and often reflects deep-seated insecurities and fears. Hatred is often a manifestation of unresolved anger and resentment within ourselves. Understanding this can be the key to breaking free from the cycle and initiating healing and forgiveness. Are there any strategies that we can use to transform anger? Yes, I think so. I will start by trying the conscious breathing technique. This is simple and yet effective because it involves pausing when you notice anger rising. You focus on your breath. You inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale slowly. This helps to calm the mind and stabilizes the body, bringing about a sense of peace and reducing the immediate feeling of anger. The second practice I advise you to try is recognize the anger. When it surfaces, consciously acknowledge it by mentally labeling it, like this is anger. This technique helps to depersonalize the emotion and see it as a transient state that does not define your entire being, thereby reducing its impact and helping you manage your reactions more effectively. Later, it is convenient to reflect on the causes of this anger and make a commitment to yourself to dissolve this reaction within. And what exercises can we practice to overcome hate? To overcome hatred, developing empathy and understanding towards others is crucial. For example, try loving kindness meditation, also called metta. It is a practice that involves cultivating feelings of unconditional love and kindness towards all beings. This can counteract the isolating effects of anger and hatred and transform them into something positive. You can also use a refocusing exercise. When you feel hatred, strive to understand the possible reasons behind another person's actions. This exercise does not justify their behaviors, but provides a different perspective that might mitigate feelings of hatred. Of course, you know how highly I think of all forgiveness practices. Maybe you don't, but I do. I have seen how engaging in the practice of forgiveness can be profoundly liberating. You can begin with small, manageable steps, like writing a letter of forgiveness to someone that you still hold a grudge with. You don't need to send it, but the act helps process and release the emotional burden. And try to develop compassionate insight. Understanding that others are also led by their sufferings, their wounds, and their delusions can help lessen personal grievances and develop compassion, which is one of the most powerful antidotes to hatred. Deepening your understanding of your own emotional responses is essential for managing difficult emotions. By becoming aware of how your past experiences and inherent fears shape your reactions, you gain significant insights into the roots of your anger and hatred. This self-awareness is pivotal in changing behavioral patterns and fostering a healthier emotional life. To sum up, transforming anger and hatred into positive outcomes is crucial for our personal development, spiritual growth, and emotional well-being. By employing some of the techniques and exercises I have just suggested, we can start a journey towards greater peace and harmony in our lives. If you want to continue progressing on the path and going deeper, I will advise you to read The 7 Levels of Wisdom, this book, and I think it will help you on your path towards self-transcendence. Thank you for accompanying me in this episode.